Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the San Francisco 49ers.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. And we are underway here in Silicon Valley. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. What a brutal way to start the game. You're thinking of getting the ball, getting your script, running your plays. Instead, Greg, it is a fumble lost on the opening kickoff.
It's just absolutely the most disastrous beginning of a game you could possibly dream up. And what you do now, Mike, is not only does the other team get the ball, you send your defense out there early in this game and force them to have to defend the short field right away.
And the 49ers are going to have first and goal. Trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
17 yards on the gain, and now they've got first and goal. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. It's up. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Touchdown, 49ers. That touchdown, number 11 on the year.
Chris Boswell.
And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Go, Shaq! Go, Shaq!
On the ground, here's Quinshawn Judkins. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Steve Siegel on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Quick hitting slant there. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
And the Browns.
A gain there of 21. First down, Cleveland.
First down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
On the set.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Go! Rocco 80.
From the gun, it's Sanders. He'll air it out down the middle. That is brought in. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
First down.
It is a big play for the Browns. A gain of 48.
Okay,
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on?
Let's go now.
It's 1st and goal.
70.
Judkins will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they will finally run him down. A big-time play for the Niners. 38 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through to blow up that play behind the line.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Play fake. Now it's Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
6 bang.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Taking off, and he'll get only about 3 before being ridden out of bounds.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Third down and 9.
Here we go. Stop Panther 11. Tap Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Now, Sanders. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Lucas Van Ness. He's in there to drop him, and it leads to 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Now Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Play action. Here's Purdy. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 32 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Box. Yellow.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Outside.
Here's a run going left. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. And his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11-12 on the season.
Chris Boswell
What a standout performance early on in this one at his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some guys, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 91 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
He'll start at the 2. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. They'll begin here on the ground. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
Yellow.
Here's Purdy. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Oh, the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Exiting the pocket right. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 4.
Come on. Hit. Gotta be lying. Go.
Now it's Sanders. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A pickup of 12 yards. It's a Browns first down.
Get up. 19 Chargers, 18 Pioneers.
Sanders will throw it. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Check. 60 Bison.
Now Sanders to throw on 2nd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
7 Pirates.
Sanders on 3rd down. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Browns.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the first down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Browns have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Yellow. Outside.
1st and 10 for Purdy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Yellow. Get set. Get set. Up.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. This one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 46-yard line.
Okay, ready? Let's go. Past the 60. Past the 60. Go street. Ready, right?
Throwing now, Sanders on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On 2nd down here, Sanders. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Here's Sanders to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
So the Browns going to bring out their kicker and try a field goal. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
On 1st and 10, Purdy going downfield, right side, and it's caught. A gain there of 27 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Yellow.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
At the Browns' 15-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Tyson Campbell on the tackle.
3rd and 7.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Purdy. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags.
Fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Niners will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Throw on the run is complete.
Complete to number 87. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Second down, 8 yards to go.
19 Lions. Let's go now. Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Trap 50. Trap 50. Ready, right?
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
3rd and 2. Now Sanders. Now he'll air one out. And he'll be taken down. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll run it here. Here's Judkins. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Get set.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 33-yard line.
Outside.
The third quarter begins with a run. Room up the sideline at the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, 49ers. His big game continues. His third touchdown of this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. Boswell adds the extra point, and the 49ers will cut the deficit down to 4.
49ers 24. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. A short one taken at the 10. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Check out.
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Ready. Stretch, go.
And on first down, it's back to Judkins. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Tackled there by Trenton Simpson.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On the ready.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
60 back. Carlo 18.
From the gun, it's Sanders. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Browns. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
The kick is good. Makes the score Browns 35, 49ers 24.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Get set.
Drive to start on the ground, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line.
Mustang 19. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
On first down, it's set in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Baron Browning in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go now. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. 19, 18. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Quick hitting slant there. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
8 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
On the set. Gravity lining. Hurt. Check.
Now, Sanders. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one complete right side. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
Get set. Up.
And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
1st and 10.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. A couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he is out of bounds. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
And Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
21.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
The tackle made
Third
back at
and
the
long.
39-yard line.
Here's Purdy. That's taken in. Alcantara's got it. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
And the 49er first
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's first and 10.
Just yellow. Start.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Chris Boswell.
Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Hey. Check that. Check that.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up second and
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Get it. 19, 18, 19 Lions. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now it's Sanders. Moving outside the pocket, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
first and 10 at the 30.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Ready. 9, Buffalo 18. Let's go. Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They'll throw on first down with Sanders. He'll get rid of it and complete it. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
that might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Browns. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
We're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. And he's going to be taken down, but he has the first down. Good execution of the double pass.
The 49er first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That's going to be incomplete. Looked like they had him for a second. They went into the bag of tricks. It almost worked. It's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Yellow. Get set. Get set.
That'll give up the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And the 49ers
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Niners first down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 7. And he will score again. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
They're going to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin then. Judkins now on first and 10. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. Second down and 3.
Big Lion. The 26-yard line.
They run it once more with Judkins.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
At the 37-yard line.
Let's go. 18 cards, Panther Street. Panther Street. Ready, ready?
Again, it's Judkins. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. The Niners will use their third and final timeout. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up first and 10.
Cowboy 80. Steady.
They run straight ahead with Judkins. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80. Go.
Sanders will throw it. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Here's Sanders to throw. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple. Here we go. One final play. Going for it all. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland